Hi, today's day 21, 30-day relationship ready boot camp. And there's a lot to say today. It's been an interesting few days. Yesterday was our day off, although we did end up actually texting a little bit. But one of the first few things I wanted to say was that if I were to do this over again, I would probably do a few things differently. Like I would arrange for us to meet probably within the first week. I think it would be easier to do this having met each other, and then you have a memory to go on as to what that person's like in person. And I think the other thing that I would do differently is have a dating coach to walk me through it and to help Jay, although Jay's much better at this than I am. And maybe we could do like a three-way conversation with a dating coach, and then we could just split the cost. But I mean, I'm not sad that I jumped into this because I think if I had tried to set it up perfectly ahead of time, I might have backed out, freaked out, and just run away. So I'm glad that I did it, even though it's not exactly the way I think it would be best. But this is mostly for those of you who are thinking about doing it, because I've had so many women say they want to do this. I wish there were more men that would come forward and say they want to do it, because then I could match up the men and the women. But right now, I just have a lot of women saying they want to do it. So, men, if you're interested, let me know, and I'll see if there's someone that I think would be a good match for you. But try and meet each other if you're not in the same area. Try and get together. Anyway, and then the other thing that was the biggest thing that happened was I got a message on Facebook from someone who I accepted a friend request from that I don't know in real life. And he basically ripped me to shreds, saying that I was being terrible to Jay, unchristlike. That's the second person guy, I should point out, who said that. And I was having a really great Friday until I got that. And it just, it well, it threw me for a loop because I feel like I'm doing the best that I can. I'm being honest. I'm trying hard. Yes, I'm not doing as well as I would like to. That's the whole point. That's why I'm in a 30-day relationship ready boot camp. Obviously, I'm not going to be perfect at this. But I'm coming from an honest place here. I'm doing the best that I can. And anyway, I mean, the good thing that came out of it was that I talked to Jay about it, and he decided he wanted to write a rebuttal to this guy. So, and he said that it's for me to read to you guys. So I'm going to read this to you, what he wrote. All right. And then in parentheses at the beginning, he says, I wrote this in part to the guys who are discouraged in the dating process, because I feel like a lot of guys are discouraged in the dating process. And that's why so many of us women have a hard time finding good guys to date, because they just kind of disappear and we don't see them again. All right, here's Jay. I've always been at odds with the idea of love at first sight. How do you love something or someone without courage, working, earning, and maintaining, without having time involved? Love comes from being brave and asking for that first dance, saying that first hi, that first moment where you say to her, you have captured my attention and I'd like to find out why. To me, love doesn't happen just because you walk in a room. Love, true love, is something developed over time, not minutes. A thief does not cherish that which was not earned. But a true builder loves his creation and never abandons that which he loves because the builder is invested. It's something I want to build with someone who is equally invested with me for us. Finding our co-builder is a process fraught with stumbling staircases that seem to go nowhere. But when you find your partner who wants to be with you, together you work to build a masterpiece. 2 lifetimes that will merge into one. Annette, I can say that, you guys know me, received a direct message commenting on their perception of how things looked. That Annette was not being the best version of herself she could be to me. One of Annette's friends made a similar comment at the beginning, that I was going to be hurt at the end of these 30 days. I do appreciate the concern with all my heart. To borrow a quote from Annette, I have been daring greatly. No man ever fought a dragon not knowing there was a possibility that he could possibly lose and not get the girl. It's a chance we all take when we venture into the land of relationships. But if we beat the dragon and as a man win the girl, how amazing is that moment and all the moments after that? So, yes, I know that there is a very, very, very strong possibility. I don't think I've used three varies. Anyway, um, that at the end of this, I may walk home with the participation trophy, but still, I have a trophy. It means we tried, and that is not a loss or failure to me. To the kind sir, Annette has always been amazing to me. She listens to me prattle on about my day and shares hers with me. We share our pensive thoughts and talk about memories. We walk together even though we are apart. So please, kind sir, assuage your feelings. On a more personal note, I do love the comments and encouragement Annette has received. Your kind words have helped her with something daunting and important to her. So I thank you both publicly and privately. You have helped her fly even when you feel she feels it's too much. I don't think she knew how many shoulder angels she truly has. That sets me up on a studio seat. You are all amazing. Thank you. I'd like to share one last thought, something of a personal creed, words first penned by Howard Walter. I would be true, for there are those who trust me. I would be pure, for there are those who care. I would be strong, for there is much to suffer. I would be brave, for there is much to dare. So as Annette and I come closer to the end of this 30-day chapter, and just as a side note, I have no idea how it will end. She will not tell me. Who better to be true, pure, strong, and brave for than Annette? Amigos para siempre. Signed, Jay. So anyway, I thought that was awesome. He was willing to do that for me. And, it threw me for a loop. And I admit I did some ugly crying. That's one good thing about long distance is that he couldn't see the ugly crying. He just heard complete silence and some sobbing, I guess. But anyway, so one good thing about me being criticized harshly was that I was able to turn to Jay, y'all know. Anyway, who was there for me when I needed him to be there for me. And one of my friends just pointed out today, I was telling her about Jay and showing her his picture and telling her, oh, he's got 5 kids and whoops, it'll all come out day 30 anyway. And he lives really far away in another state on the East Coast. And she said, you are doing stage 4 worrying and you need to be in stage 3. And I think stage 1 is attraction and stage 2 is doubt. And she says that's where people always flee. And that's why relationships end up ending so quickly and so many people are not staying in them. And then stage 3 is getting to know you, getting to know each other stage. And then stage 4 is problem solving. And I'm always jumping up into stage 4. It's like I go from stage 2 to stage 4, 2 to 4, and I forget about 3. And so I think Friday was a good time that I kind of sunk into stage 3. And I feel like I'm in stage 3 firmly now, and I'm going to try and stay out of stage 4. And I'm done with stage 2. So it's all about getting to know each other. And Jay really showed me that he was someone I could count on to be there for me on Friday. And then yesterday as well, he actually was nice enough to order me a pizza yesterday. And so I enjoyed some pizza. So I'm just really liking this stage. Again, I have no idea what stage or what day 30 will be about, and I think it's still going to be stage 3. It seems like stage 3 is the longest, and it should be. And I feel like I like the idea of stages because it tells me that I don't have to move on to another stage until I'm ready. I don't have to make any decisions about this relationship until I'm ready. And at day 30, all we're going to decide is whether we want to meet each other in person. And so if we're still on stage 3, we're still on stage 3. And I think that's great. I love being in stage 3. I'm enjoying it. And I'm going to stay in it as long as I want to. So that's where I'm at on day 21. And thank you again for comments. I didn't appreciate this person reaching out to me via instant message because I don't know him from Adam. But I love all the comments I'm getting on Facebook and YouTube. Even if they're critical, that's fine. It's just reaching out to me and then attacking me, that's different. But I put myself in a public domain, so I don't mind the comments on Facebook and YouTube or instant message from people that I know or I've invited into my world. Anyway, thank you so much. Keep commenting on Facebook, YouTube. Please subscribe to YouTube if you haven't yet. And I love that I have the support system out there. And I will talk to you tomorrow on day 22. Bye.